Hey there, in this video I'm going to show you how to fix the lower back arch when you squat. So a good squat here, the hips come down and back like this and the back straight. In a lower back arch, what happens is the hips move way back too far but the chest still stays up. So right here you have an excessive arch here. So the good thing here is the chest is staying up, but the hips are moving way back too far. So we need to work on getting the hips to move down more as they move back. So the first thing you'll do here is foam roll the hip flexors. So how you do this is find, so with your foam roller, put the edge of it here on the front of the hip. So what it'll look like here is come down here, move it back and forth along the front of the hip here on the edge of it. And then when you move it around here, find the spot that's the most tight and then hold it on the spot that's the most tight once you find it. Relax the muscles, don't let it tense up. And then this is what the other side will look like. So I'm going to do my left side now. So get that front of the hip there. Find the spot here that's the most tight. And then hold it there. Now if you aren't feeling that much tightness, you might need to get deeper in there. So you can find a baseball or lacrosse ball or tennis ball. And then just same thing as the foam roller here. Put some pressure here on the front of the hip. Find the spot that's the most tight, then hold it there. So move it around here. Find the spot that's the most tight, and then hold it there. So the next thing you're going to do is stretch the hip flexors. Now it's very important that you focus here during this stretch and do it correctly. So what you're going to do here is, right by a wall here, get on a knee like this, and then move both those hips forward and move both of them down. So it should just look like this. Now, if you do have the lower back arch when you squat, there's a very good chance that your back's gonna arch a lot when doing this exercise. And we all want that here. So concentrate on that, but even if you're concentrating very hard trying to correct that, the back still might arch here. So one trick you can do is try to pull that stomach in when doing this stretch. That will help straighten this back out. Another thing you can do is just almost think about like doing a sit-up or crunch. You want to round this lower back here. So since the back's going to be arched a lot, thinking about rounding it will kind of overcorrect that to make the back here straight. So try to get both these hips down and forward as you're really concentrating on keeping that back straight. So the next thing here we're going to do is strengthen the rectus abdominis. So what you're going to do here is come up like this, okay? And then hold it there as long as you can. So hold it as far off as you can for as long as you can. So it's very important here that the feet don't slide out like this. So don't start sliding the feet out like this. And I can't do this here, but I've seen some of my clients do that when doing this exercise. Do not let those hips slide back that way. So and keep the feet and hips close together here. So do not start off like this either. start off with the feet and hips pretty close together like this, and do not let them slide apart. The next thing you don't want to do here is don't let the feet come off like this. The feet have to stay flat on the ground. And then just come up here, hold it as high as you can and as long as you can, while making sure you're really concentrating on keeping those feet flat on the ground, though, and those hips and feet, don't let them move apart this way. Make sure they stay in their spot that they were originally at. So no movement of the legs here, the hips, it's just all in isometric flexion here of the spine. Okay, so the last thing you're going to do here is you need to strengthen the glutes here. And there are many different exercises you can do to strengthen the glutes, but this one here is going to be important for this situation here. So find something to get on, and get that middle of the back on, and here we're just going to do hip thrusters. So what that looks like here is get those hips down, push those heels in to extend the hips. So it should just look like this. Now, for those of you that do have that lower back arch when you squat, most likely you're going to arch the back here. I've seen this happen a lot with my clients that have the excessive lower back arch when they squat. Their back arches in every single movement that has movement of the hips. So make sure here, pull that stomach in as you extend the hips like this. So think about here making a straight line here, a flat table. Not like this, but a flat table. So you need to focus on extending the hips all the way and almost like flexing the abs. So try to think about push the heels in, extend the hips, flex the abs. So the flexing the abs here is going to help so you'll make this erector spine more overactive by getting all this excessive extension here in the lumbar. So extend the hips, flex the abs. So really concentrate on on not getting this arch here in the lower back when doing that. So there you have it. To fix this lower back arch, you're going to need to foam roll and stretch the hip flexors here, and then strengthen the rectus abdominis and strengthen the glutes. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you.